This call is being recorded.
Good morning. You out there?
I sure am. Good morning, and I get so excited when I know that I'm getting ready to partner with you so that we can empower each other and others so that they can empower in others.
There
So
you
I'm
go.
excited.
It is definitely a contagious thing that we want to pass on to everyone. And Kayaetta, I'm so glad that in our discussion, you felt like it was much needed for us to bring back the 10 ways that an influencer gains influence, because we're on
Oh,
a 90-day run and we want
mhm.
to be able to intelligently speak to the people that we want to recruit as customers or distributors, right? Sorry about the outside noise. I'm outside. So um if you hear somebody revving their stupid little engine, it's just somebody being boyish. But so Kayaetta, would you go ahead and start us off on how an influencer gains influence?
Absolutely, absolutely. So as you said, partner, we're on this 90-day run, right? And so we're looking to do something explosive, right? We're looking to do something not that we did 3 years ago, 5 years ago, but something that we've never ever done before, right? And so one of the things is that I understand about business. There is a part where it's transactional, right? That's where people buy products. That's a transaction. But then when you lead people, that's a different level, right? That's a different level. So you have to operate from a place of influence, right? And when you're building your business, you want to make sure that you're not just transactional, but your business is sustainable, meaning that you can retain your people, whether they are customers or they are your partners, right? And so we understand that John Maxwell, you all know, I got to come with my guy, right? John Maxwell talks about 5 levels of leadership, and I won't go in depth with that. If you're not familiar with it, I encourage you to invest in yourself and look these up. But I'm just going to hit them real quick. The 5 levels of leadership, the level one is position, right? Your title. And a lot of people operate from that title, but that is the lowest level of leadership. Okay. So you will find yourself being very difficult to keep and grow people from just the position standpoint. But then there's level two where people give you permission to lead them, right? So that is based on a relationship. And a lot of people don't really spend time with developing a good relationship with people so that they can take them to the next level. That has to happen, right? And then the third is production, right? Where you've not only built that relationship, but you showed them, right, that you can come into this business and make some money. Or if you're a coach, you said, hey, purchase this 4 day, 7 day, 21 day, and you coach them to results, right? So many people may um, lead people into buying a product, right? And then they don't even know what the results were, right? But I want to see results when you purchase a product from me. So I'm checking up with you, right? That's production. When they say, oh man, Royal helped me with my edges. My goodness, right? Now, that's another level of leadership, right? That's inside joke, Royal. And so the fourth level of leadership is people development. And that's where you really start building your business, right? Where you are coaching, supporting, leading, developing your leaders. And then the fifth is you've done so much. Oh my goodness. You've done so much that people just follow you just because of who you are, right? And so those are 5 levels of leadership, but it doesn't start there. It starts with you having a level of integrity, right? So when it says how to gain influence, write this down. We're going to go over 10 ways. We're going to go pretty quick because we got a limited time. But number one, an influencer has integrity with his people, his or her people. In fact, Ralph Emerson said this: if we live truly, we shall truly live, right? In other words, are you living how you say you're living? Are you doing what you say you're doing? Are you living your authentic self? See, in the business world, it's acceptable to make mistakes, right? To lay eggs, right? Big ones. You can even lay big ones, right? But the Center for Creative Research in a significant study said this: when you learn that one thing that sounds the death knell for those who aspire to ring at the top of the ladder is going to be betrayal, right? It's going to be betraying people's trust. So virtually anything else can be overcome over a period of time. But once trust is betrayed, moving to the top of the ladder is out of the question almost. So here's the key: you do what's right 100% of the time, right? Do the best you can, not be perfect. Do the best you can and treat others the way you want to be treated, because they will ask three things. Number one, can I trust you? Number two, are you committed to this? Is this just something you doing, or can I find you doing the same thing 5 years from now, 10 years from now? And number three, do you care about me as a person, or am I just a number? What you think about that, Kathy?
Wow. I'm with that because I want to work with people that are trustworthy. And so that's how I come across. I let you know right up front what we're dealing with, what needs to be done. And so I'm looking for people that are trustworthy. And so I'm looking for integrity in people on my team. And so as a leader, that's what I present. And also,
Absolutely.
when you gave that last quote, Lou Holtz is close to our heart here in South Carolina. He used to be the head coach of the Gamecocks here in South Carolina. So that's awesome.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, right. and and he always led the team with integrity. Next, an influencer nurtures people, Kayaetta. As women, we are born nurturers, but sometimes when it's someone outside of our family, we may not be as nurturing. And so we really want to be that nurturer. See, the length and breadth of our influence upon others depends on the depth of our concern for other people. So you don't have to get sucked into every problem that somebody on your team has, but certainly share concern. Certainly, if they ask your advice as the leader, you want to be able to do that. Now, I'm not talking about marital or other kind of advice like that. Now, that's on your own, right? But
Right.
many leaders love their position more than their people. But you really got to
Mm,
understand that people don't care what you know until they know how much you care. And
say that, Kathy.
that's a cliche that has been in the network marketing industry. But guys, you got to understand that that's an idiom for life. You know, I mean,
Hmm.
you could talk to somebody about the great house and the car that you have, but if you're talking to somebody who is struggling to keep their car and doesn't have a house, how much do you think that they care about what you're talking about?
That's right.
Right. If you're not sensitive
Right.
enough to understand that that ain't the person to brag to, then why do they care about what you're doing? Right. Okay.
Right. How
All
can
right.
you
I
help
just
me
want
save my car?
right. How come you can't help me save my car and you talking about the rolls you just picked up? Like that ain't right. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna do that? You just won a lottery. What? Right? So many leaders love their position more than their people, and when that happens, leaders soon lose their position. Kayaetta. People
Mm,
get it. They start getting it. I mean, take
mm,
for instance a leader who rises to the top. Then they begin to eat their young. They begin to talk trash about people on their team. They begin to talk
mhm,
trash about their leadership, their own leadership.
mhm,
They talk
mhm.
trash about their company, and then they expect people to follow and continue to be around them and enjoy their company. How does that
Not gonna
happen,
happen.
right?
Not
That
gonna
only
happen.
happens that only happens with robots and androids, right? Um, and look here, the smart androids, the smart robots, they end up taking over, right? So
Right.
few leaders love their people more than their position. Few leaders love their
Mm.
people more than their position. So when that happens, leaders strengthen their position. I know a leader like that. Her name is Melissa Boston Atoyebi.
Yeah.
So, nurturing people does not mean needing people. You can't lead people if you need people. Ooh.
Ooh wee.
Ooh, we nurturing people does not mean commitment to people. Nurturing people does mean commitment to people, and it does mean loving people. See, Henry Drummond said that you'll find as you look back upon your life that the moments when you have really lived are the moments when you have done things in the spirit of love. See, nurturing people does mean lifting people to a higher level. That's what Akana is all about, elevating your health and your wealth and your life.
That's right. That's right. Number three, an influencer has faith in people. Do you believe in your people? Do you see the good in them, or do you only see their flaws?
Ooh,
Right. Here's another quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. I love him. Every man is entitled to be valued by his best moment.
oh my.
Are you making your people feel valued? Right? Even in the small wins, we got to learn to celebrate the small wins. Hey, I did the presentation and I messed up, but great job. You did the presentation, right? Right? Are we valuing our people? When we talk about faith, assets make things possible. Assets make things possible. So the resources, the credentials, the education, right? Do you understand that as an influencer, you got to have faith in people? Why? Because people make things happen. People make things happen, right? Even in AI, yeah, AI does a lot of things for us, but you got to give it the command, right? And in leading others, there are three feelings that we cannot possess, right? We can't possess these things and we can't own them. Number one is fear. If we are afraid of people, we cannot handle them. So we can't be afraid of our people if we're gonna have influence, right? The second is we can't dislike our people. How are you
Wow.
gonna lead them and you don't like them?
Mm, mm.
You have to like your people. If we dislike people, we should not lead them. We should let them go. We should let them go. The third is contempt. We cannot have contempt if we're going to lead our people. If we look down on people, we will not respect them. You
Ooh.
won't have respect for them. So here's Les Giblin says, you can't make the other fellow feel important in your presence if you secretly feel that he is a nobody.
Ooh.
You
Ooh.
can't make the
Lee.
other fellow feel important in your presence if you secretly feel that he is a nobody. So showing up just smiling and hi and no, you have to be authentic and you have to be genuine, genuinely love your people. They can feel that. So are we loving our people? Are we respecting them? Are we afraid of them? Or are we embracing them? And do we respect them? Kathy,
Wow. Oh
it's hot. It's
man.
hot this morning. It's hot.
Wow, wow. I think that leaders who are like that are just flat out fake. That's just like the street term. Don't be fake. Keep it 100, right? If you can look, fake leaders get told on. You know what I mean? Kaya, I
Mm,
mean, you can't fake the phone. That's like presenting your representative in your relationship. You cannot keep that story up. You can't.
that's right. That's
You
right.
cannot keep that story up. So the real you is gonna reveal themselves.
Hmm.
And that's where that comes in, being inauthentic, looking down on somebody. Oh my God, that is so big. An
Yeah.
influencer listens to people. And Kayaetta, I think that we're gonna need to split this list in half
I was just saying
because
that.
yeah, we're running out of time. But an
Yeah.
influencer listens to people. The first duty of love is to listen. Paul Tillich said that. The first duty of
Yeah.
love is to listen. Just like in
Exactly.
any relationship, whether it's romantic or
Mhm.
familial, that you gotta listen. You can't assume what somebody's gonna say. You can't be thinking
That's
about what you're
right.
gonna say. You can be thinking about what you're gonna say next.
Say that.
You gotta
Say
be.
that.
You cannot look at somebody, pretend to listen, thinking about what you're gonna say next, and then say something crazy and inappropriate because it had nothing to do with what they was talking about. You were just thinking about what you wanted to get out. Now, what kind
Nothing.
of conversation is that? That's not a conversation. So,
That's
are
right.
you a good listener? Do I allow the speaker to finish without interrupting? Oops.
Mm.
Do I listen
Mm.
between the lines for subtext? Sometimes it's in what people don't say.
Mhm.
Do I actively
That's right.
try to retain important facts? So here's a listening trick for you, Kayaetta.
I'm listening.
Listen so well that if they gave you a quiz on what they said, you could pass it.
Mm.
Listen like you getting ready to get a pop quiz,
That's right. That's right.
right?
I do
So if
people
you
all the time like that. So what did I just say? Um. Okay.
what did you just say, huh? You just asked me what you
Uh.
just said. That's what you just said. when when writing a message, do I listen for and set down the key facts and phrases?
Oh, good one. That's a good one.
Do I repeat the details of an interview to the subject in order to get everything right? That's something that we do in customer service. Let me make sure that I understand you. Are you
That's right.
saying X, Y, Z? Okay, great. This is how I can help you.
That's right.
You want to think of yourself as a customer service representative because you are, just flat
That's
out.
right.
You're a
That's
customer
right.
service
That's
representative.
right.
Um, do I avoid getting hostile and or
Oh,
agitated
oh.
when I disagree with the speaker? What do you mean you're not gonna join right now? You said you was ready.
Listen.
What is that about, right?
That's right. That's
What
right.
you said you needed a cleanse? What are you talking about? And it's
Right.
August 31st.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my God. Do I tune out distractions when listening? Ooh. Are
Mm,
you darting your eyes over to the TV when you're talking to your mate? Are you trying to look at a podcast or video online while you're making a phone call?
mhm.
Do I make an effort to seem interested in what the other person is saying? Making an effort. That goes right along with what you said earlier. Are you just looking through them? Right, right, right.
All right, five. The last one. We're gonna close this out. An influencer understands people. Understands people. To understand the mind of a person, look at what he or she has already achieved. To understand the mind, you look at what he or she has already achieved. And that's a great play when you're looking to recruit people. What have they already achieved? What are what's their mindset? And then to understand the heart of a person, you look at what he or she has dreams of becoming. You look at what he or she has dreams of becoming in order to understand the heart. What do the people want? In the presentation, it talks about the goals that they want to achieve in regards to their health. How are we offering products, and we don't know what their goal is? Is it weight loss? Is it even if we're going to coach them to greater, where do you want to start at? And then let's offer them a total solution. I believe you need a 7-day, and you need some bitters, and you need the fuel, And we're going to look at some other things to help with that pain. Right? The solution. Are we selling a solution? Are we selling products? Norman Wright says this: there are two basic reasons why relationships fail. Number one, fear, which causes us to erect barriers. Do you struggle with having difficult conversations? See, when you lead with your heart, whether it's good or bad, whether you want to hear it or not, you cannot be afraid to have difficult conversations, because that's when you break barriers. The second thing is selfishness, which causes us to focus on self instead of others. Don't be selfish, right? You let people grow. I wrote this line because I write poetry. I remember this line that I wrote, and I was in my feelings in a place and time. And I said, be leery of those that love you enough to keep you by their side, but don't love you enough to let you fly. Don't
Ooh.
be selfish with your people, because if you do them right, it's almost like when they say, when you let them go, they'll return. Do what's right 100% of the time. They will always be with you. Then closing out, three vital qualities that enable us to develop lasting relationships. Number one is genuineness. We talked about that earlier. Genuineness enables us to be ourselves without the facade. Second thing, non-possessive love enables us to accept a person as they are. A person can't give you what they don't have. So you got to have an understanding of who's on your team, who's in your room, and embrace what they're good at and help them with what they're not, and be okay with that. Number three, empathy enables us to feel with another person. Where are they at? You don't know what people are carrying, right? And so your influence will inspire them to be better, to do better. And I know we went over time, so we only had time to cover that five, but I hope, and I know many have heard this over and over again. I've heard it over in years before, but even just sharing it with you has just set another fire up under me. So I hope that you got something from this call, because we're about to go $1 billion big, and we can't do that if our foundation is not strong, if we're not in the right place, and if we're not focused on our people. Kathy?
That's a mic drop. I'm not following that. Nope. You can let them know what's happening in Chicago.
All right, it is Winning Wednesday. We have at 411 East 35th Street at our beautiful headquarters, we have the Elevation Experience. So please, please, please make sure that you get your people down there so that they can hear the award-winning presentation done by none other than Abana the Great. Right? Abana the Great. Okay, they will have the opportunity to embrace our pain cream. They will be able to smell our peppermint oil and our eucalyptus oil, and then they'll be able to hear about the 5 steps to generational health, right? The crisis that we're facing, the 5 reasons why, and the solutions that are bringing people to a whole nother level when it comes to their health. We're creating a blue zone, a black blue zone right here in America, right here with Akana. So make sure you get your people down there so that they can get blood tested and that they can get their bio scan, and so we can grow and change the world. That's what's happening today. And then don't forget to hop on that rebound call at 8:30. I'm telling you, they coming in hot. I have never seen a group of ladies, and maybe there may be one or a man every now and then, and their men show up. Hop on that call. That rebound call is off the chain. Those ladies are amazing. Back to you, Coach.
Listen, your energy is off the chain today. Love it, love it. I'll be texting you the name of my guest that I'm sending there to get a blood test. Okay.
Awesome.
Um,
Me too.
yeah, absolutely. So, thank you guys. Thank you, Kayaetta. You are awesome. And guys, we will see you back here again tomorrow. Have a great kind of day.
Bye.